Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and also welcome back to part 2 of the Understanding Gut Health series. In case you missed the last video, we talked all about how digestion works, and in this video, we are going to be talking about 7 different factors that are affecting your gut health. In case you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Marissa and I am a pharmacist and health coach, and I make videos all about gut health, how to improve gut health, understand it. I share lots of recipes and different wellness tips. So if that is something that you are interested in, I would absolutely love it if you could subscribe to my channel, and that way you don't miss any videos that I post here on YouTube. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started into part 2 of this series. So number 1 is genetics. A good way to start off with genetics is to think of different people that might be in your family that maybe have similar digestive issues as you. And the other thing is that when we're looking at the science, there are specific genes involved, which I won't mention here, but there are specific genes that are involved that actually help determine how vulnerable you are to certain conditions. So autoimmune diseases like celiac disease. We also have genes that can influence the different types of bacteria that grow within our gut. And that is a huge determinant of gut health, as we will talk about later on in this video. So factor number 2 that is affecting your gut health is what you eat and drink. So if you are having a more processed foods diet, filled with sugary beverages like soda and going out to eat a lot, that can definitely take a toll on your gut health, as compared to if you are having a more natural and whole and fermented foods diet. And if you can start to lean yourself in more of that direction, then you may start to see a nice positive shift in your gut health overall. Factor number 3 is exercise. Exercise is hugely beneficial for your gut health. Not only is the movement of exercise beneficial if you are experiencing constipation, bloating, any of that, but it can also be very beneficial in helping shape and determine your gut microflora, which again is the bacteria that live within your gut. There's actually a study that showed that just after 6 weeks of exercising, the study participants had changes in their gut microflora. So the bacteria that live within their gut changed, and there was an increase in certain microbes and a decrease in others. And they showed that some of the gut microbes that were increased were ones that assist in the production of short-chain fatty acids, which help reduce the risk of different inflammatory diseases, as well as type 2 diabetes, obesity, and heart disease. Again, there's a lot of research that is currently undergoing in this particular area. And just to mention, even though exercise is great for your gut health, if you just ate a meal, you do want to wait before you go ahead and exercise right away. Otherwise, you may feel some cramping. The current recommendations right now are, if you have just eaten a small meal or snack, to wait 30 minutes to preferably 1 to 2 hours. And if you have eaten a larger meal, to wait 3 to 4 hours prior to participating in something like running. So moving on to factor number 4, which is stress. And when our body is under a great deal of stress, our adrenal glands will start to produce cortisol. And while this is great and completely normal under acute stressful conditions, like if you were running away from a tiger, like in the olden days, unfortunately, we have so much stress in our everyday lives these days that we undergo chronic stress, which can be very harmful and taxing on your gut health. So finding ways to manage your stress in a way that works best for you is crucial for improving and maintaining your gut health. Factor number 5 is the quality and duration of your sleep. Now, I don't know about you, but if I don't get proper sleep, my digestion the next day is not as good. So it really does affect your gut health, and specifically the microbes that are living within your gut. There is a study out there that is showing how poor sleep can negatively influence the gut microbiome, which again is the bacteria that is living within your digestive tract. And so it is definitely worth the investment to create a good nighttime routine for yourself to try to get proper sleep, whether that be turning off the TV, shutting down certain lights, reading a book before you go to bed just to try to relax, whatever you can use, maybe diffusing some essential oils. Any of that can be so helpful to try to help calm your body down so that you can relax and get a good night's sleep. And getting a good night's sleep will not only positively affect your gut health, but your entire body overall. Next up, we have factor number 6, and that is medications. So medications can affect your gut health in a variety of different ways. So 1, there are side effects, which can be like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and that obviously affects what you are going to eat and drink. And second, we have a lot of medications that work in a variety of different ways that are going to affect different parts of your digestive tract. So if you are unfamiliar with it, then this would be a great time to pause the video and go back to the first video that I made of this Understanding Gut Health series on how digestion works, because all of this would make a lot more sense if you watch that video first. But we have medications that affect how much acid is produced within your stomach. We have medications that are going to change and alter the pH within our GI tract. We have medications that will affect how much mucus is secreted to protect the lining of the stomach, to protect it against the hydrochloric acid that is being secreted. We have medications that are going to affect how much bacteria is in our gut. I keep mentioning how important it is to have a good gut microbiome, which is, again, is the bacteria that is living within there. And if we're taking certain medications, that can actually disrupt and alter that quantity and diversity of those species that are within our gut, and that can lead to different types of health outcomes and issues later on. We also have medications that are going to affect the motility of the digestive tract, so they're going to either speed it up or slow it down. And there are even medications that affect how well your body is able to absorb the different macronutrients within your small intestine. And again, absorption is key, because that's the only way our body is going to be able to utilize those nutrients, which again are carbs, proteins, and fats, and we need to be able to absorb them in order to utilize them within the various different processes within our body. So overall, medications have a huge component in affecting our gut health. Now, despite the fact that some medications can affect your gut health, it is important to always address any concerns you have with your doctor. Sometimes taking a drug is unavoidable, and if you have any questions or concerns, then definitely reach out to them. They are there for you to help answer those questions and make sure everything is safe and effective for you. And do not stop any of your medications prior to consulting with your doctor. And last but not least is the condition of your microbiome. So microbiome, what does that mean? I've mentioned it a few times in this video, and I will be sure to mention it several times after this video, but microbiome just means that it is a collective term that includes bacteria, viruses, fungi, that all live on or within your body. And interestingly enough, we actually have more bacteria cells than we do our own cells. So this is definitely an area to be aware of. A lot of research is currently happening in this area, and it is now being thought that a big part of your overall health and well-being is related to this particular area of your body. Having a good microbiome can affect not only your digestion, but it can affect your mood, it can affect your immune health, it can affect your metabolism, and so much more. A big way to improve your gut health is to improve your gut microbiome. This is definitely an ongoing area of research today, and one that I find completely fascinating. Alrighty, you guys, so there you have it. Those are 7 different factors that are affecting your gut health. As you can see, that there is a lot of different components that affect your gut health, and a lot of different ways that we can start to target to actually improve it and get better digestion and gut health overall. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and be sure to check back in for part 3 of our Understanding Gut Health series, and that is going to conclude the basics of gut health before we dive into these particular factors in greater detail. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my handle right here as Simply Health with Marissa. I share lots of daily tips and tricks on how to support your gut health in a variety of different ways. So if you want, you can go ahead and hang out with me on there. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.